Hello, all, and thank you for listening to another episode of With Nothing to Say. This show, with nothing else to say, will become its own exclusive show on Patreon. However, from this day forward, you can hear the first half, that's the first 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes of the show right here on the podcast With Nothing to Say. But to hear the full version, go to patreon.com/lifethroughfiction. That's patreon.com/lifethroughfiction for the full version of this podcast. Andrew and I love making it, and we hope you will too.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another exclusive episode of our Patreon.
We're in person.
We're in person today. This is our first ever. No,
it's not. It's like our second
ever. What was the first one we did? We did
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. We did in person. It's been a hot minute though.
Yeah, that was like a handful of months ago. Yes, sir.
What have you been watching this week, Andrew? What have you been up to?
I didn't watch like a lot of movies this past week.
Yeah.
I've just been really busy. It's just been like a really busy week.
Yeah.
Busy, tiring week, but
incredibly busy week.
But you know, I was still able to get like a few movies in, including this one, including Ikiru, of course. I don't think I watched any television. Yeah, I didn't really watch any like television shows or anything like that. I do watch a few movies. I watched another Frankenheimer movie from 1998, Ronin, starring Robert De Niro.
Okay.
It was good.
Was it?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good movie about it also co-stars John Reno. Gene Reno. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie about like these group of guys who are basically banished, like assassins or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know, mercenaries, and they have to get a MacGuffin, pretty much. They have to get a case. They're hired. Robert De Niro and John Reno and a couple of other guys, they're in a group, and like they're hired to get a case from someone.
Like a briefcase?
A briefcase.
Okay.
Yep. And like I think they're hired by Irish terrorists to get it.
Like a IRA?
I think so, kind of. Well, you'll see at the end of the movie, they kind of show it.
Who's
kind of
behind it all?
Sort of, yeah, you might say that. But man, like, it's a good ass movie. Honestly, like, there are like a couple car chases in the movie, and they're both amazing. Like, I'm talking like French Connection level of quality.
Some good car chases.
Really fucking good. He's the Seconds guy and the Frankenheimer,
right,
and the French Connection 2 guy, and I really like his movies. He just like makes like really good spy thriller action movies with like, he's just a good solid director, and I was very impressed with Ronin. It's just
when did Ronin come out?
This is like a late period movie of his, 1998.
Okay.
But it's so good. It's just like I couldn't believe like some of the stuff in it. I don't think it's like perfect or anything like that, but one of the most annoying parts about it was I think the score. The score is very like basic. I don't know. It doesn't really add to anything. They also I don't know if it's in the score or if it's added in. If it's added in, like, shame on them. But they do the water harp thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Where it's like the like they do that like with like when Gordon Ramsay like in like Kitchen Nightmares or something like that.
Yeah.
Like something horrible happens.
That's
and they
awful.
Do the like it's like they add that a lot in it. And yeah, that's probably the worst part of the movie is just like the score doesn't like add anything to it at all. Mm-hmm. And then they have like just like that water harp sound. It definitely it's definitely like really fucking annoying. But other than that, I mean, the movie is just crazy. Very just all in Europe too. Like they drive around like France. I think they're in France the whole movie. So it's just like a France kind of espionage kind of thing, and you know, it's just high quality action movie with a lot going on. It's great.
Damn.
Lovely.
I haven't been really feeling. I never really feel action movies, to be honest.
I love them.
I don't watch a lot of action movies. It's definitely one of the genres that I'm probably other than horror. I've probably seen more horror movies than action movies, though. I think action's probably, other than if it's like it just came out in like the last year or so, probably haven't seen the action movie. I don't know why.
I love a good 80s or 90s or 70s action
I just
movie.
don't really have a lot of interest in those kind of movies. Maybe I'm just not like at a point where like I don't know. I just haven't been. Maybe I'm just not feeling it right now. Maybe I'll feel it in the future. But
I think they say a lot about like the world, and a lot of other movies do or try to say about the world.
Mhm.
I think they're more smart than people think.
right.
In my opinion. They get a bad rap. Action movies get a bad rap. Horror movies get a bad rap. But I think,
sure.
I think those movies, I don't know, I love them. They're fun to watch. Of course.
Yeah. I mean,
I love Akiru, but, like, I don't know. If I had a long day and I want to watch a movie, I don't know if I'm going to put on Akiru.
I don't know if anyone's going to put that on after a long day.
It's a great movie, but, I mean, once again, it drains so much out of you. I just want to watch something that's fun, high octane, but also smart. Not all action movies are smart,
yeah.
but yeah, I like that one a lot.
Oh, I feel that. I mean, I guess I'm going to see the Batman in like 2 days, which is it's an action movie, right?
Nominally, I doubt it's much of I mean, The Dark Knight is an action movie.
For sure.
I mean, that movie is just like basically a derivative version of Heat, which is also an action movie. Like they're all like The Dark Knight is like probably like one of the better action movies of the 2010s. Wait, no, the 2000s, right?
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, I'm trying to think when it came out.
I don't know when The Dark Knight came out. I feel like it came out like around. Did it come out in 2008?
I'm thinking either 2008, 9, or 10.
Okay, I'm looking right now. 2008.
Yeah, that's easily like one of the better action movies of the 2000s for sure.
100%.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that movie.
I'm excited for the Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go see it, but I mean, I'm not like, I don't know if we talked about it last episode, but we're gonna see it.
We may have talked about it a little bit.
I'll see it.
We'll obviously talk about it more when either of us have seen it.
Which will probably be next episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'll see it by then. Yeah, I'll also go see it just because like it seems like more interesting to watch and talk about than other superhero joints that have come out in the past year or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll throw that on. Maybe I'll watch The Dark Knight. I'll rewatch it before I go see it.
Did you ever see the 1966 Batman?
I think I've seen bits and clips, of course, but I don't think I've ever seen like the full movie or anything like
I want
that.
to watch the full movie.
Maybe I will too. That's the only like Batman movie that I haven't seen. I've seen them all.
I think I've seen all the other ones except for that one. No, that's not true.
Have you seen
I haven't seen most of them. I haven't seen any of the
Tim Burton
or
Schumacher.
or Schumacher. I've only seen.
Honestly, they're pretty good. Like people like to shit on the Schumacher movies because they're dumb and silly.
Yeah.
So what?
But it's a man dressed in a bat suit, so.
Yeah, the whole like idea is
Silly.
silly in itself.
Do you think they'll?
Why would I want like every Batman movie to be like a dark, brooding like tale? Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you think they'll see them the same way they kind of see the 1966 Batman now? Like, do you think they'll look at Schumacher the same way they kind of look at the 1966 Batman now? Because now people like love that one. But like,
the 1966 Batman.
yeah.
I've never
It's like
seen.
no, I know, but it has like a cult following now.
No, they do have cool. I know. I've seen that the people really like the Schumacher movies.
Schumacher
Yeah,
does,
yeah,
too.
yeah. They're not like the best movies in the world. Like they're far from like super great quality films, but they're at least like kind of creative and fun. And yeah, I don't know what it is about them. They're pretty. I think they're pretty enjoyable for what they are. You can kind of sit back, and the Burton ones are also like legitimately good, especially Batman Returns. I get all the titles mixed up, like
Because they're all basically the same
like
title.
Batman Forever, Batman Returns, Batman this, that, it's like I don't even know. But the one with Catwoman and Penguin where Danny DeVito plays Penguin, that one is like legitimately like great.
Is it really?
I think that might be my favorite one next to like The Dark Knight,
Wow.
That movie's just like really good. It's like very like because he has Tim Burton made like the first. I know you're not a Burton guy. Like I like Burton. Like I like a lot of his early work, including like Ed Wood and Pee-wee. Great movies. People really like the first Batman movie. I think it's fine, but in the second movie he cranks it up. Like it's like way more dark and like more German expressionist. And
Very
like the
cool.
design of like the world and the people.
Yeah.
And like the casting is like really good and the acting's really good. That's a cool movie. It's also like kind of a Christmassy movie, which is neat.
I hear it's a Christmas movie.
I mean, yeah, it's like snowy and it's around Christmas time, and I don't know. I was impressed by how high quality it was. I thought it was really good.
I've seen some of the stuff with Danny DeVito, and he just looks disgusting.
I mean, his whole like get up, his whole costume is unbelievably incredible. He's really good in that movie. He's like, yeah, disgusting. And yeah, I like how the design of the city and the world is much better than in the last movie he did too. I thought like everything felt like very like gray cardboard box in the first movie. That movie's good, but the second one I just think is more dark and more fun, and I don't know. I feel like it has more to say, and it's more just it's just more like stylistic. It's just like more Burton doing his like thing, and I like that. It's worth watching.
I'll probably watch it eventually. I mean, I won't watch it before I watch the Batman because that's only like 2 days from now. But I'll watch it at some point. I'll get to it. I guess I've seen all the Batman that came out after the year 2000. I've seen all of that.
So just all the Nolan Batman movies?
No.
Or Lego Batman? Oh, actually, I haven't seen Lego Batman.
Lego Batman's great.
I know you like it, but I'm not really.
I guess I haven't seen the other animated Batman movies.
Those.
I heard they're not very good.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm not really that interested in it.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to have like a very vested. I feel like part of you maybe has to have like a vested interest in the comic books.
Yeah.
That's probably like a wrong thing to say, but I'm not that. I don't know. Like I'm not. I don't know. I'm not like that like crazy about it. Like I don't really want to watch every single Batman thing that's produced. That's just me.
Yeah, I've kind of. Well, I still watch tons of comic book movies. I see every new one that comes out because I've been sold. I guess I don't watch all the Disney like TV spinoffs because that's just too much. It's too much. I don't have time.
I've heard they did just decline.
Do they?
In quality, right?
The TV shows?
Because like WandaVision comes out and everyone was watching that and everyone loved that. And then it's like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Speaking of Winter Soldier. And then like Loki. I also heard that all the shows, the thing about the shows is that they all have to be connected to the movies. So the conclusion of the characters in the shows are the same conclusion that is reached in the movies. So like how everything turns out. You know what I mean? Like that like what happens to Loki and what happens to Vision and like Falcon in the Winter, like you know what I mean?
They happen after the last movie, right?
No, all of this
They're, like,
happens
in between.
Yeah, it's like happening before Endgame.
Happens before Endgame.
Yeah,
I thought the WandaVision stuff happened right between the two Doctor Strange movies. Oh, I guess that is before.
I think so.
So it's all of the TV shows take place before Endgame? I think
so.
I thought the Loki one though, that's not the Loki it's a different Loki because it's from a different universe.
I think so, but I still think at the end of the day, like you kind of understand what happens. Actually, Falcon and the Winter Soldier might happen after.
It happens after Endgame because Captain America's dead.
Right.
Right.
So I think, and then Falcon.
I thought that and WandaVision happened at the same time.
I feel like WandaVision happens before all this stuff, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about all this.
You might be wrong.
But from what I've heard that like they all, are kind of just like connected, kind of like their faiths are connected with how they end up in the movies.
I know they're all connected to the next ones, which kind of pisses me off because like I want to see the new Doctor Strange movie because it's
whatever. Who cares?
It looks quite good. And also, I like the first Doctor Strange movie.
I'd be willing to watch that one. I'd be willing to watch the Doctor Strange Sam Raimi movie, like, when it goes on Disney+. I'll watch it then.
But I don't know how connected it's going to be to everything else. And, like, because I think it's going to be... Because WandaVision's, like, a big part of it. So am I going to have to watch the TV show? Because I don't want to do that.
I've heard that show starts out strong and then it just declines.
That's what I've heard, too. Like, I've heard, like, the first, like, couple episodes pretty good. And then it falls.
Yeah.
Why they got to be making so much shit? Can't they just slow down?
I don't know.
I saw the
so shitty.
I saw the trailer for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
I saw people make fun of it on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. Whatever.
It's basically one of those trailers where nothing happens. Like it's all you see is Ewan McGregor like sitting around. It's kind of like the trailer for Eternals, but Eternals was a very bad movie, so I'm hoping it's not.
I don't watch the trailers for any of these things, so I don't.
I watch all trailers. I fucking love trailers.
I don't like trailers.
Trailers is the best part.
I'll watch trailers like at a movie theater, but like I won't watch them on.
I'd probably rather watch a trailer than a movie, if I'm being honest.
That's fine. I mean,
because then you never like the magic about a trailer is like there's always the what if.
Yeah.
Because, like, what happens so often is you see a trailer and you're so excited, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh, that wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. But as long as you have the trailer and don't see the movie, there's, like, that magical what if of, like, it could be really good. And I'll never know.
Because, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you can make trailers, like, as epic as possible. It can be.
I love a good trailer. I think it's magical.
I don't know. I feel like trailers aren't as good as they used to be.
They used
like,
to be as when?
Like 70s and 80s.
I don't think they made good trailers in the 70s and 80s.
I think they did because, like, the trailers would be separate from, like, the actual movies. Like, they would kind of, like, create, like, a separate, like, thing totally separate from, like, the footage of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, the trailer would be, like, a completely separate object that was created to promote the movie, and it doesn't include any footage of the film or anything like that. Now it's just, like, a trailer is just, like, all right, get some footage and, you know, pick a song and edit it into, like, a thing, you know, which is fine, too, but I don't know. I kind of wish, like, you would go into a movie theater and, like, every trailer is just, like, its own separate thing that doesn't have anything in the movie.
You don't know what the movie's about? I do, like, that.
Well,
is,
not
like,
that you don't know what the movie is about, but that you don't see anything
that
from
happens
the
in the
movie.
movie?
Yeah.
I'd like that.
'Cause that's how they work.
Trailers like that.
They don't make them like that anymore. People would be really confused if, like, they start doing that again. They'd be
should
like,
do
what the fuck?
We make movies. We could do that.
Why not? I mean, like, more people should do that. I think Total Recall had one. The Exorcist had a famous trailer that's like that, where it's like, yeah, it's just like a really scary trailer that kind of like is.
That's my dad.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, I was just saying. You can answer it if you want.
Oh, no, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, but what was I saying?
Trailers. The Exorcist had a really scary one.
Yeah, but no footage from the movie.
Interesting.
So I don't know.
We should do that.
Sure.
We make movies.
I guess.
We have that ability.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch like a show or anything?
I watched a really bad movie, which you also watched. That
Yeah,
I have
I
a lot of
watched
things
the-
to say about.
I don't have like a lot of things to say about it because like
I have a lot of things to say about.
before I watched that, I did watch the Adam Project.
Yeah, what the fuck? You watched the Adam Project, but you're not gonna watch The Green Knight?
I feel like watching a bad movie.
Yeah, is it bad?
Yeah, it's
You
really
hate
fucking
Ryan
bad.
Reynolds. Why did you?
Yeah.
Why did you think anything else? I mean, you knew it was gonna be bad though.
No,
right?
I knew it was going to be
into
bad.
it.
Like, I'm not like going in thinking like, yes, my favorite director Sean Levy and my favorite actor Ryan Reynolds together again. You know they're making like a Deadpool 3 directed by
Yeah,
Sean
I
Levy.
told you that.
No, I know you told me. Did you tell me that Sean Levy was directing
Yeah.
it? Okay, yeah, that's horrible. It's going to be like the worst movies. They're going to make the worst trifecta of movies ever. Free Guy, Adam Project, and Deadpool 3. It's going to be like the worst movies ever made. Yeah, Adam Project. I don't really have much to say about it except that like it just sucked a lot. Like it was just like really lame. Like when the movie gets like really like tear jerky and like sentimental, it's horribly laughable. It's one of those movies where I was just completely like, I started just like being on my phone a lot. I got my Switch and I was like playing games while I watched it, which I don't normally like to do, but it, you know, it's just a movie that did not deserve my time at all.
I'm surprised you even like. I thought you would have just turned it on while you were like working or something. I'm surprised you like turned it on specifically to watch it.
Well, yeah, I turned it on to watch it, but like I said, like I did lots of
Lots of
other
other
things,
things while you watched
which
it.
I don't like to do, but it is just completely losing my patience. You know, it's so stupid. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like a really bad time travel movie with like just bad CGI
I heard
and
the CGI is terrifying.
what?
I heard the CGI of they try to make one of the actors look a lot younger.
Yes, that's the weird thing about the movie. So Catherine Kinnear, which is crazy that she's in that movie. Catherine Keener, great actor.
Yeah.
She's in some of my favorite movies of all time. She's in the movie, and yeah, because like the idea is that Ryan Reynolds like goes to the past to meet his young self or whatever.
Okay.
And his young self is a little boy who's awful. He does like a little Ryan Reynolds shtick.
He's just like a tiny Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
right?
and they like interact with each other, and it's just like
two Ryan Reynolds.
that's too many fucking like Ryan Reynolds bullshit. Like I can barely take one. Like it's just multiplied. And Catherine Kinnear, she's like evil, and she's from the future, and she goes into the past to talk to like her young self, and her young self is just like a horribly like CGI de-aged version of herself.
So why didn't they just do the same thing they did with Ryan Reynolds' character and just get a different actor?
That probably would have been kind of distracting because it's not when she's like a kid, it's when she's like an adult. Because Catherine Kinnear now, from in the future, the distant future, is like you know, she's like an older woman, you know, and she's probably
Right.
in her 50s or 60s. So she's probably like what, like in her 20s or 30s, like when they go into the past, which is our present.
Yeah, but plenty of movies just have a different actor for the younger version of themselves.
I don't know. She has a distinctive look, you know what I mean? I think
It's
it,
true.
I don't think it would have worked out. I think
You think the CGI was better?
I mean, either way, I mean, the movie itself is just complete failure, so it doesn't really matter either way. Like, it doesn't, like, that's honestly, like, the CGI Catherine Keener, is, like, the last thing on my list of things that are bad about it. Like, it's just an ineffective movie. It's just completely boring and not funny. And it's shitty, and it's not sad or, you know,
Funny?
it's or funny or, you know, the action's stupid and boring, and the whole thing is just, like, really boring. And, like, Mark Ruffalo's in it. Do you know he's in the movie?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo is in the movie. He plays the
Why?
father of Ryan Reynolds because he invents time travel. in the
Mark
movie.
Ruffalo does?
Mark Ruffalo does in the movie. Yeah, it has the weirdest cast ever. Like Jennifer Garner is in it. Yeah, Catherine. Yeah, like Zoe Saldana, who plays like the love interest. Yeah, just like all those actors, like a really weird cast.
Fuck.
I think what did Josh Lewis said? What did he say? He said he said something I thought was pretty fucking true. He said yeah, Ruffalo and Garner straight up feel like they're in a different movie. It's like completely like true. Like it just does not feel like they're in the same movie at all. Like Ruffalo completely just feels like, I don't know. It just everything like it feels separated from each other. There's nothing cohesive or interesting going on. So it's really weird that like it's one of those movies too. I read an interesting article where it's such a popular movie. Like apparently like over 50 million people have watched it.
Netflix, yeah.
But like no one fucking talks
one
about that
likes
shit.
it?
Well, no one likes it, and like like no one's like, have you seen the Adam Project? Whoa! Like
So why is it so popular?
it's a good question. It's just like a movie that like I don't know. Like it's bullshit. Like I don't know. It's funny. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It's bad. But I mean, you liked Free Guy kind of, so.
That Free Guy was fun.
The thing about Free Guy, I think I hate both equally.
Okay.
But at least like Free Guy kind of has like kind of that sort of fun kind of Matrix video game world that's a little fun. Adam Project, they're like standing in the woods. They go to like a university building. They're like, I like it too because like, you know, like Mark Ruffalo, his dad died and he's sad, you know. And in Jennifer Garner and like, you know, Jennifer Garner and young Ryan Reynolds, they're upset, you know, and they're having a hard time together. But like they live in like in a really nice house in the middle of nowhere. Like it's not like they're on hard times.
Right.
They're just like sad.
Really rich, sad people.
Yeah, they're just really sad, but they live in like a very like fabulous house, and it's like, okay, you know, it's like I'm supposed to like feel bad for these people. Like I don't really feel all that bad. They're not really selling anything to me. And yeah, it's just completely. And you know, these movies too, they just have the worst dialogue, dude. They just have the worst like dialogue in any movie I've ever watched. Like Ryan Reynolds trying to like communicate to other people in a movie. It's horrible. Like I don't like know what else to say. He is like our worst living like leading man actor like in cinema today. He's horrible, awful, not good. So, yeah. That's how I feel about that shit.
Damn.
It's bad.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to watch it anytime soon. I thought about it, but then I thought, I don't think so.
It really was a waste of time. Maybe, you know,
I might, I don't know.
just like look at your phone or play a video game while you watch it. And then,
Maybe I'll turn with Emily because we always just, it's fun watching, I don't
That's
like
fine.
watching bad movies by myself.
No,
but
I don't
very
either.
much like watching bad
No, I'll
movies
watch it with,
Emily.
no,
With
yeah,
Delilah,
yeah. No, I would not watch something like that by myself. Yeah, that's, no. But it's not even like, but like, you know, it's not that like, but it's not that, but the movie's painful. Like, it's not funny.
It's painful.
It's not like funny in a bad way. It's like, just like a painful, shitty movie, so.
Yeah. Should we end the Patreon?
Why? Oh,
Just keep going?
yeah, let's end the Patreon episode. Sorry. Yeah, all this is.
I don't cut any of this out because it's too much work. So these are just raw.
It's just the ending.
Yeah. It's just going to keep it.
All right, let's just end it. Whatever.
All right. Thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon listeners. So for more exclusive content and early access, you can find it anywhere on our Patreon page at patreon.com/lifethroughfiction. And until next week.
Thank you.